Today's hearing before the Supreme Court is being closely monitored by both pro-life and pro-choice groups. My next guest is also watching, but from a scientific standpoint. She recently penned an article titled "Science Has Strengthened the Pro-Life Case." Dr. Tara Sandra Lee joins us this morning to discuss. Dr. Sandra Lee, thanks so much for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited about this conversation because you argue that Roe v. Wade is outdated strictly from a scientific standpoint. Would you explain that?
Yes, absolutely. So Roe is outdated and it's antiquated and it needs to go. We know that at the time of Roe, ultrasound, if we look just at that technology in itself, it was new and it had poor resolution. So we did not have a clear picture of the developing child inside the womb. Today, we have an unprecedented view of the child developing inside of the womb. I mean, before we could only see grainy black and white images. You could barely see the unborn child. Today, we have 3D and 4D images that can show us clearly that the child has arms, and at 15 weeks, the child has developing and formed arms and legs, fingers and toes, faces with eyebrows, eyelids, has a fully functioning beating heart. We can even tell that at 15 weeks by ultrasound that the baby already has a preference of which thumb he or she is going to suck, because there already is some evidence showing that the baby is already known to be left-handed or right-handed. So we didn't know all of this at the time of Roe. So science has advanced rapidly if we look just at ultrasound, but there are so many other areas where it has advanced as well.
So just out of curiosity, how much was science actually considered when Roe was passed, and do you see science being a significant part of crafting abortion policy, if you will?
I think since science is going to be incredibly important for crafting new abortion policy, we know that at the time of Roe, that science was not considered at the same level as it is today. They knew that the unborn were human beings from the first day of conception, but beyond that, like I said, we couldn't see the unborn child barely inside the womb because ultrasound was new. But now we know so much more about what's going on inside the womb because of these advancements such as ultrasound. So we can't ignore the science anymore. Science has to be at the table of this discussion. I mean, even pain is a huge issue, right? At the time, there were claims made that the unborn didn't feel pain. Now those claims have been completely debunked. We now know that the fetus can actually feel pain possibly as early as 12 weeks. So we have to consider the science, and we need to modernize our abortion laws to reflect the science of today, not 50 years ago.
Dr. Tara Sandra Lee, we appreciate your time and your expertise this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You as well. Take care.